Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this one, I want to talk about the full process on how to do private reservations. We get tons of comments. A lot of people want to know about this, and I just want to break it down for you. Super simple. So first off, you have to create your baseline. You have to create the pages where the people are going to find you. And so that includes Google, that's Yelp, that's Apple Maps, that's could be Instagram. For us, it's not, but there's tons of different channels where if somebody looks you up, they can find you, and you want to be on as many channels as possible. So once you have those channels created, again, there's tons of different channels that you can create. You want to set up your sources in which the leads will come from. So that could be ads, and let's just talk about that for a second. So for us, we run Google Ads. We do SEO search. That's it, and it has it can be really good. Could be a lot of people searching for that, but there's also a ton of different opportunity. Right now we're also working on referral programs, and we're going to talk to dealerships, and we're going to talk to shops, and we're going to talk to hotels about every time a customer needs a car, we're going to have them set up a referral program, or if they send us a car, we give them a kickback, a little bit of money. So between the marketing and the referral programs, there's tons of opportunity. I think it depends on what market you're in and what kind of cars that you have, but there's tons of opportunity. So do your research, figure out how you can rent your cars out the best, whether it's Google or an SEO, or it's a referral program in your local community. So there's tons of different ways to do that. Next, you want to figure out your pricing, and that's super, super important. You want to figure out your daily rate, just like on Turo. You want to figure out your weekly rate, which for Turo, it's not really like that. You get discounts for the more you rent. And then you want to figure out your monthly rate, because we get tons of people that are wanting to rent for or for a very, very long time. Maybe it's 1 month, maybe it's 2 months, maybe it's the whole winter because they're snowbirds. So you want to come up with your pricing, and for us, it has to make sense. It has to have your day rate, which is, let's say, $50 a day, okay? Then you have your week rate, which if it was $50 a day, it'd be $350, but you want to give them a little bit of a discount. So maybe you're going to do $300 for the week. And then you're going to have your month rate. So it'd be, if it was just based on $50, it'd be $1,500, but maybe you do $1,100 or $1,200 or something like that. So you want to figure out your rates, and they shouldn't stay the same, because for us here in Arizona in March, you're going to be super, super busy. So you're going to have higher prices, versus in July when it's the dead of summer and you're maybe going to be charging half the price. I don't know how accurate that is, but keep in mind that as the seasons fluctuate, so do your prices. You want to look at Enterprise and Hertz just to get ideas about pricing, to make sure that you're not going way over the market, unless you can rent way over the market, or way under the market and just undervaluing yourself. So make sure that your prices are on point and updated. Very important. Another thing that is really nice to have are you need to have your resources in place. You need to have your rental contract. That's really important. You need to have, for us, we have the ability to sell insurance, full coverage, which is really big, because that gives us a ton more opportunities that we wouldn't have before. And then another thing that is nice to have is there's systems that you can attach to your website where people can book your car online. They go through the rental process of finding the car, signing the rental agreement, uploading their ID and insurance card, and then paying for it. So having those type of systems in place so that you can actually take reservations without having to sit down with them and go over all the paperwork and do all this stuff. I mean, it's a huge time saver, and it's a good way to kind of vet people, make sure that they have everything for the process. So let's just say that you don't have that system set up, and this is, again, from point A to point Z, the whole process. So the next thing is they come in, and you have your rental agreement, and you have all your stuff ready. They come in, you're going to want to see their ID, you're going to want to see their insurance card, and you're going to want to make sure that with the ID that they're over 21. If they're in between 21 and 25, you're going to charge them an underage fee. At least we do, and it's standard is $25 a day. Okay. The next thing you're going to look at is make sure that they have insurance. I always call the insurance company with the policy number just to make sure that they have insurance. The last thing I want to do is have them leave my lot, get in an accident, and then I find out that they don't have insurance. You can't. I mean, that'd be terrible. It's my nightmare. So make sure they have insurance. Call them. If they only have liability insurance, for us, we want to make sure that they have full coverage before they leave the lot. So we require that they buy full coverage. And if they have full coverage, great. That's awesome. That's amazing news. So check all their information. Go over the rental agreement. The rental agreement's typically pretty simple. It's their name, their contact information, their insurance information, the vehicle information with the year, make, model, miles out, condition that it's in, any problems or anything, the charges. So if they're paying, $50 a day, a delivery fee if there is one, underage fee, insurance fee, whatever it is, it's kind of all on there, laid out really nicely. For us, we also have mile caps. So we do 150 miles a day, just kind of for standard, and 50 cents over that per mile. So we fill out all that information on the back, or the terms and conditions and stuff. Once you get through the rental agreement and it's time to take payment, first you have to know what your deductibles are going to be. I would say the typical deductible is $250, but most car rental companies don't take debit cards. So what we do is we have a little bit of a solution for that. For credit cards, we charge that $250 standard deposit, refundable deposit fee. And if it's a debit card, which a lot of the time it is, we'll charge a $500 refundable deposit fee. Just because with debit cards, you can't charge it as easily as a credit card. So just a little different. Once you're getting ready to take the payment, you obviously need to have a processing. So whether it's Square, Stripe, or I know there's tons of different processors. For us, we started with Square, and now we're moving to something else. It's authorized.net. It's just this other processing company that's going to allow us to get really low rates, which is really nice, and it's going to integrate with our website and our whole software that we have. So processing. So you want to take their information. We charge the card in the beginning. We want to make sure that we have the money before anything happens. Last thing we want to do is have the renter leave, they come back, okay, let's charge the card, and you charge it, and it gets denied, and then you don't get your money. So definitely want to charge the card. Once you get all that done, obviously the customer is going to sign the rental agreement. Front and back, we have the first page is all the information of the vehicle and them and their insurance, and then the back 2 pages are the terms and conditions that just say if they wreck it, it's on them. Their insurance covers everything. If they go out of country, we're going to keep their deposit. Just a couple terms and conditions just to make sure that we're safe. Have them sign the terms and conditions. Store that away. Go out to the car. Take photos of everything, just like Turo. You want to take photos of the whole car. Take photos of the miles. Show them everything. And if you see little dents or dings or something that's wrong with the car, maybe you're going to write that down on the rental agreement. You want to record that so that you know what there is when they leave. So when they come back, very simple. You go back to the rental agreement and you fill out, what they did. So if they didn't put gas in it, you're going to record that. If they went over miles, you're going to record that. And anything that they did that's going to be extra will be taken out of the deposit. So let's say they left the gas empty, that's $60. And let's say you needed to go pick it up from them for some reason, right? And that's another $50. And then they wanted to extend it. So that's another $60. So $170 you're taking out of the deposit. So making sure that you know how much to charge for everything. For gas, it's pretty standard that it's, for us, it's 2 times whatever the gas price is. Delivery fee is pretty standard. If they want to add an extra day, it's just whatever the day rate was, it stays the same. But taking off all the expenses, if they owe more, which isn't very typical, it hasn't happened for us yet, you'll want to charge the customer. Make sure you charge them when you see them in person. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Super simple process. If for some reason they get in an accident or you have to put in a claim, you'll hear about the accident. First thing you'll do is talk to the guests and make sure they're okay, of course. Have them take photos of the vehicle. Have them contact the police to put in a report, because you are going to need that for insurance typically. And make sure that they document the address that it happened. You're already going to have their ID and stuff, but once you talk to the guest, you're going to immediately call the insurance company, their insurance company, and tell them what happened, start a claim number, and start the process of sending in the documentation to get your money back. We just had something happen maybe a month and a half ago where a customer got in an accident, and we had to call their insurance company, talk to them, and they said, yeah, just get it fixed and send us the bill. I don't know how typical that is, but we got it fixed and we sent them the bill. So pretty easy process, as long as you're not dealing with a tough insurance company that doesn't want to pay out. Usually they obviously they don't want to pay out, but they have to. So just kind of working with them on that. So that's the process. Like I said, pretty simple, pretty easy. If you wanted to see anything else, or if you think that there's more information you're needing for your business, please let me know. You can comment below. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next video.